Hey guys, George Webby here, Lionheart Warrior. We're now in Mission Brief 34. It is 11/28/2018. I want to talk about a sense of justice and peace. So I've titled this one, No Justice, No Peace. All right, so there's a lot of talk in modern society, and you hear people chant, no justice, no peace, no justice, no peace. And they're wanting justice, or at least they say they are, and they may be wanting justice. But I think Scripture, Jesus, and Paul in Romans addresses these issues in a way that may cut our legs, that may change the way we view justice and peace if we're really open to seeing the truth. And here's the truth. There is no justice and there is no peace for you on your terms. Here's how it works. God is the God of truth. God is the God of right. So if there's any justice, the injustice is done against him. It's not done against you. If there's any lack of peace, it's a lack of his peace. So follow me on this. When people are looking for justice in a modern society in this world, and myself included a lot of time, I want justice. When I'm saying that is I'm actually wanting vengeance. I'm actually wanting vengeance. I had a discussion this morning in a Bible study that I was in, and this concept came up where it said, nobody really seeks justice, they only seek vengeance. And I was like, wow, that's so very true. Because if we truly want to seek justice, we're wanting to seek justice for God and his standard, not for us. Not because I've been wronged, but because God has been wronged. Not because I lack peace, but God's peace has been broken. All right, so let's look at two verses. Let's look at John 14:27, and that's where Jesus says, peace I leave with you, my peace I give unto you, not as the world giveth, give I unto you. Let not your heart be troubled, neither let it be afraid. So Jesus is saying that the peace he brings is not like the world's peace. You're basically not going to get the peace he's talking about from the world. And he addresses them specifically and says, don't be troubled and afraid. Don't be troubled and afraid. The peace that I give you is not how the world gives it. The world's going to have a certain standard for when it has peace and when it doesn't have peace. And let's be honest, there never is peace when it comes to the world standard. There's never peace, even according to its standard, and according to its requirements, there is never peace. That's why there's always this longing and there's always this struggle and always this sense of injustice because there is no peace. So the chant of no justice, no peace is actually correct, but it's just basically stating the obvious. The sky is blue. The sky is blue. Here's the deal. There is never going to be justice. There's never going to be peace according to the world standards. They're always going to be hungry for that, and they're always going to try to pass that hunger off to us, and we can say, yeah, I want to be a part of that and be frustrated and have that, or I can go to God to get my sense of justice and my sense of peace. Let's look at one more verse. Let's look at Romans chapter 12, a couple verses here in Romans. Romans chapter 12, I got 19 through 21, so let's look at those real quick. And this is a long, read this in context, but you'll see the heart of the issue. Dearly beloved, avenge not yourselves, but rather give place unto wrath, for it is written, vengeance is mine, I will repay, saith the Lord. Therefore, if thine enemy hunger, feed him. If he thirst, give him drink. For in so doing, thou shalt heap coals of fire on his head. Okay, so basically continue to be good towards your enemy, because in doing that, you are creating a bigger sense of injustice, my opinion, bigger sense of injustice that God is going to deal with. It's not our role to deal with this. Here's the reason why. Basically saying justice and wrath is on God's side. And he's basically saying, okay, if you try to extract it on your end, one, it's going to hamper you. You're not going to ever experience peace. Two is that if you're doing it, I'm not going to do it. Who do you think is going to extract justice and vengeance better, you or God? Obviously, God's going to do it much better than us. He knows how to do it, at what measure, how long, to what extent. He knows everything because he knows all things. So we put our trust in him and we just do good. We do what we're called to do. Now, does that make you a punk and a sissy and a pushover and a slave? The world would say yes, but we know that in the end of the day, God knows all things, and God works things out according to his plan and purpose. And so therefore we're called to be warriors and do it God's way, knowing and trusting that he has it all together. He sees the beginnings and the ends. So in reality, there is no justice, there is no peace in this world according to the world standards. And for us as Lionheart warriors to get involved in that and to chant the world's chant is not what we're to be about. We're to be chanting God's chant, which is that if you know God, you will know peace. If you know God, K-N-O-W, you know God, you will know justice, because he is the arbitrator of justice. He is the arbitrator of peace, and there will be no peace outside of how him wanting to do it. And he's going to do it through his son, Jesus Christ. He extracts justice through his son. He extracts peace through his son. There is no other way. Here's the deal. If you really are asking for justice, if we truly ask for justice from the Lord, then we need to say, Lord, give me the justice that I deserve. Give me the justice that I deserve, in the sense that you need to pay me. You need to extract your vengeance upon me and the wrath that I deserve. If you're going to do it to that guy, you got to do it to me too, because justice goes all around the board. It's a 360-degree thing. Justice is a 360-degree thing. You can't just extract justice one direction and not expect it to come back the other way, because we're all at fault. The Bible's very clear. All have sinned and come short of the glory of God. And the shortness of the glory of God requires justice, is not going to have peace. If God is not glorified, there will be no peace back. And guess how he's glorified? He's glorified through his son. So let's keep our mind right, in the right direction, focusing on the right things. And listen, there's nothing wrong with wanting things right, wanting things put right. But you got to ask yourself, for what cause? Is it to make you feel better about your situation? To make you feel better about how you were treated? To make you feel better about how somebody that you know or you identify with was treated? Or is it because God has lost his glory? Is it for his vengeance? Is it for his justice? Is it for his peace? Is it for his truth? If that's the case, then why wouldn't you leave it to God? He's already said, I got this. It's mine to deal with. You do what I tell you to do. I'll do what I do. You focus on what you're supposed to be doing. I'll focus on what I'm supposed to be doing. That's how it works. That's how we're truly going to find justice and peace. All right, warriors, remember, stay in the fight. We're here for God's glory, not our own. Out.